Today's Albion Online video is all about debunking the best fame farm. If you ask a lot of official content creators or random Redditors or random people on Albion websites, they will always tell you, oh, the best fame farm in the game is the Avalonian Roads. The best fame farm in the game. You go to the Avalonian Roads and you solo the chest bosses. It's the best fame farm in the game. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to try to prove that wrong, because I'm pretty sure I have this right. Now, let me show you what's going on here and what I'm up against. So, this right here is this is technically the best fame farm in the game, and it won't let me zoom in. But it's a little hard to see here, but this is a legendary tier 8 chest boss with premium active, with an 8.4 excellent satchel, and just killing this mob gave me 3.7 million fame, alright? And it also gave me might and favor and blah blah blah, but what we're going to do is we're going to look at the silver cost. 2,162,858 silver was spent on just the satchel cost, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I have on my character here an 8.4 satchel, which I'm turning on, and just to show you, I do not have auto respec turned on. This is purely just the satchel, and I did have the exact amount of silver, as you can see here on the tooltip, but I did loot a mob on the way here, and so it gave me 10,000 extra silver, and I'm going to be picking up silver as we do this. But what I'm doing is I'm here in a tier 4 blue zone, Sandgust Cleft. This is a static area. You can see that the bonus daily activity is just corrupted dungeons. Now, also, in that image that I just showed you, I had premium active. In this live gameplay, I do not have premium active. So we're going to see how long it takes to drain this silver with this satchel, and that is how long it takes to match the supposed best fame farm in the game. I'll be using an 8.4 Shadow Collar set in a tier 4 blue zone. So let's go ahead and eat the food here, and then I'm going to start the timer. I had a lot of sloppy pulls. I had to retreat there at the very first pull, and man, I am way out of practice doing this, because I have not done this in like a few months. I am so like out of practice, but it's still really efficient, really good, and yeah, so I'm running around, and there's a few other people farming in the zone too, so it's not just me, okay? I'm not playing on the test realm or nothing. If I was going to do a fame farm, why would I do it on the test realm? I need that fame, come on now. And again, lots of close calls, but I didn't get downed, and again, I'm trying to pull really hard here to prove a point, and I'm actually a little surprised how long this took in order to get the same amount. Now, I do want to mention, and I will mention again, the live version of me will mention that the fame farm mob you saw at the start of the video, that is with premium, and I'm doing this test without premium, and yeah, it's it did take a little over 30 minutes to match it, but technically with premium it would be a 15-ish minutes, and you could argue the math or whatever. I don't care, that's fine. It may not be exact, but we'll get to the point why this is still better than Avalonian Roads in just a bit, because I'm going to go to the Avalonian Roads next, so stay tuned. You know, lots of crazy adventures, not really, in the Aval Roads, but here we go. I'm about to get to the live part where I cut in, and I'm like, hey guys. Alright, so that is time. It's about 35 minutes, and I'm down to 1,410 silver, and again, I'm just picking up silver, and I get that money back. But I just want to mention, too, that this is without premium, so with premium, you would subtract 50%, sort of, kind of, maybe. I'm not exact on that. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're probably thinking, oh, well, that's case closed. It takes you 35 minutes in the blue zone to get the same fame that you get from killing one mob in the Avalonian Roads. Boom, donezo, right? Case closed. You know, the Avalonian Roads are the best fame farm in the game, and I say no. No, they're not. And the reason why is because how often do you think you're going to find a legendary chest mob alive and clear your way to it and then kill it? How long do you think that's going to take to find, okay? And we're going to run that test next. I'm going to run back to town. I'm going to gear out in like a tier 8 set that can handle one of those bosses. And we're going to go into the roads together and see how long it takes until we find one. So here we are with the second test, and that is finding these damn chests, and if we don't, well, we can, you know, still fame farm or something, but essentially I'm using a 7-1 Druidic Staff, 6-2 Mercenary Jacket, 6-2 Scholar, Cowl, Tier 8 Guardian Boots, 5-3 Torch, 4-3 Cape, Pure Mist Snapper, 0.1 by the way, and some healing potions, and a Direwolf, so that I can run from gankers, and also to have a faster mount, so people can't say, well, you had a slow mount, that's why it took forever to find. Now, we're in Brazilian, and the reason why is because this will throw us into a random Avalonian Road. So, the reason we're doing this is because all the ones near the Royals are scouted and taken, all the ones in the portals are scouted and taken. I'm not in a guild, so I don't have, like, a deep hideout to, like, explore the roads with. I don't have Portaler, I don't have third-party programs, I don't have Discord servers where people have scouted things out, I don't have radar hacks, I don't have nothing. So, we're going to just completely jump into a random road and see how long it takes. I'm going to be scouting the green chests, and I'm going to go ahead and start the timer as soon as we load in here. And here we go. So, Avalonian Roads, yeah, you can move around a little faster on them. I am using a Direwolf so I can run around faster, but a normal player would stop and kill all the humanoid mobs, which I start doing here in a little while. But first chest had nothing there, and this is just a tier 4 zone, so like these enemies are way easier. They don't give as much fame. The chests aren't as lucrative either. They really nerf the chests. Okay, so we found 2 blues and 2 green chests, which, again, it's going to be hard to find that legendary, so I'm going to pause the timer now. We're at, here, we're going to do a little bit of on-screen text here. Time scouting. 2:23, there we go. And then, what are we going to do? So, 2x blue, 2x green. And then I'm going to reset the timer. We're going to see how long it takes for me to clear this little 4-stack here. And if I even survive, I could get brutally ganked and murdered. That's the risk of going in here. But my set's pretty beefy. I'm very hard to kill. I just don't have a lot of escape options. And of course, if a group rides up, I'm donezo. Also, Redstone Plain. That seems pretty close to the safe zones. So I might have an exit there. But I'm going to get in position, you know, away from these machines. Because we just want to kill the humanoids. We don't really care about the robots here. They don't really give much. And I'm not out of aggro range there. We'll start at the top. And then we'll start the timer. See how long it takes to clear this 4-stack. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this in you know, an efficient amount of time. All right, so this is a good spot, and I'm going to reset the timer. Don't worry. Oh, I didn't show it on the screen, did I? So yeah, there we go. That's what we got so far. And let's start a new timer and begin. But yeah, it is pretty lucky that we found a 4 chest room on our very first try, because I don't think I find another one of these the entire rest of the way. But even though these are a tier 4, these are just tier 4 mobs. I'm using tier 8 gear with max spec. Well, my weapon has 100 spec, okay? It's not 120 or whatever. But, you know, it still takes a little while to clear these out. It's still pretty dangerous. If another player rode up, I would be completely toast. And I am, you know, keeping, you know, an eye out on the corners of my screen. It's very hard to play. This is very stressful. I'm not having fun doing this. And that's the reason why I mostly don't do this kind of stuff. A little under 12 minutes for clear. So let's add that to the screen there. Let's see. So clearing 4x chests in T4 Everroad equals 11 minutes. We'll round it down. We'll be nice. Around 11 minutes. Alright, so the hunt continues. We're going to reset the timer now. And I'm going to go roam some more roads. And yeah, let's go ahead and get that timer back started. And we'll see if we can find a tier 8 legendary. So I'm going to spoil this. The highest zone... Oh, also I got down by a mob because I didn't know how it worked, but whatever. And the highest zone I found was a tier 7 node and a blue boss chest, which only gave 177,000 fame, and that'd be like 300,000 fame with premium active. So it's like 1/10 of the super rare boss, so 1/10 of 30 minutes. I don't know the math. You do the math, but there you go. Like, this is just not worth doing. I went ahead and found an escape to Bridge Watch. Tier 8 legendary chest. The closest I found was a tier 7 blue boss. And as you can see here, we'll add our travel time back on the screen here. So we have time scouting 2:23 and then 5:21. It's about 17 minutes. About 17 minutes so far. And that blue chest I did find, which I'm gonna have fast forwarded through it, but it was oddly cleared except for the boss. So someone farmed all the mobs around it and left. So that was good for me. That usually doesn't happen, but as you can see here, we have spent about 28 minutes, and yeah, it's not looking so good. Now, I know that, you know, I could have got lucky and found one right away. I actually got lucky and managed to get back to Bridge Watch, which I don't know why I'm bound to Martlock's portal, but Bridge Watch is my hometown anyway, so that's about 30 minutes, and I barely made any progress. Now, yeah, I did find, there was like a whole battlefield of dead bodies at one point, and I picked up a bunch of their stuff, like this wounded tier 5 horse, and but just some other random crap. So we made a little bit of silver doing it, but that 30 minutes worth. This is not good silver. This is not good fame. It is not reliable or consistent fame. It sucks. Like, I even farmed the mobs as a normal player would, and I was risking a 1.253 million set. I ate really expensive food for the lifesteal and other bonuses, I forget, and the Pyramid Snapper, and yeah, I'm just, the roads are not for solo players, it's for small groups of players. So, again, I could go out all damn day. I've tried this before filming. I could go out all day. It's off hours. It's 3 in the morning UTC. No one's playing. It's a weekday. It's a school night. I mean, come on. Like, no one is on right now. Everyone's kind of bummed out. The cities are mostly empty. Like, if I go to Bridge Watch right now, let's see the player count. It's not going to be that high. It is, player count in here is 152. It's normally in the 300 to 400s. So, yeah, it's, I mean, there's still, you know, a lot of people compared to MMORPGs, but the point I'm trying to get at is I didn't earn any faction points doing this. I barely earned any might and favor, which doesn't even matter if you don't have premium. Like, earning might does nothing for you if you don't have premium active. So, yeah, I could have got lucky and found a legendary boss and killed it and saved myself 30 minutes. But I can spend all day looking for that boss and I'll never find it. That's the whole point, right? Or I can just go and, you know, every time I go... hold on, let me reset my camera. Every single time I go to one of these little static zones here, every time, without fail, consistent fame per hour. Yeah, if you get lucky and you find a super mob in the roads, you saved 30 minutes. If you're geared for it, if your character is specifically built to take it on, or you can just, if you want fame, you just go to the spot, you just go to the static, you farm it, it'll always be there for you. I did like 5 or 6 laps, and my fame didn't really drop at all. So, again, did we debunk the best fame farm in the game that other, you know, creators are shilling? Oh, go to the roads, go to the roads, go to the roads. Yes, we debunked it. And they're going to say, but you don't need 8.4 gear. And I'll say, you don't need 8.4 gear to farm statics. 8.3 makes it efficient and optimal, which you can get on your 3rd day of playing the game. You don't have to use 8.3, but it is optimal to use 8.3, whereas, of course, it would be optimal to use 8.3 or whatever, you know, in the roads as well. I'm using the equivalent of tier 8 gear, 6 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8, and 7 plus 1, 5 plus 3, except for the cape, okay? I skimped on the cape a bit, but whatever, you get the point, right? the point is people are recognizing me in town now. I gotta go to my island, I gotta hide like a little recluse. Anyway, guys, so... we debunked the best fame farm. The best fame farm is still static dungeons in the blue zone. The reason why the blue zone beats the yellow zone for statics is the mob density. It's just more fame per hour. You earn faction points, which I didn't show, but, you know, that was another 600,000 silver in fame tomes that I earned from 2 chests. It's just that good, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like, because there will be naysayers and non-believers that refuse to change their ways, that refuse to believe that the Avalonian Roads, they're not the best fame farm. If you get lucky, you know, if you roll the dice and you get lucky, yeah, you could find one of those legendary tier 8 bosses and solo it, I guess, and save yourself 30 whole minutes. Now remember, it took me 30 minutes without premium. With premium, it would be 15 minutes. You're literally just saving yourself 15 minutes, okay? Anyway, that's the video. Thank you so much. On the right side of your screen is the video you should absolutely click. And if you don't, the next time you go out to a place that serves tortillas, one of them will be moldy.